Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, today I'm gonna talk about curriculum vitae, or we can say it CV. Okay, this is a popular saying from my beautiful country, Indonesia. It means if you don't know about something, then you can be in love with a sentence in mind. I'll, I'll let you know more about me. Okay, my name is Fisha. I'm a bachelor student of mathematics education at State University of Surabaya. And then now we talk about CV. First, what is a curriculum vitae? A curriculum vitae, or we can say the CV, is a very in-depth document that describes your career journey step by step, including all sorts of personal information. You can look at CV as a comprehensive description of everything you have ever done, all the achievements you are proud of, and all the publications that bear your name. And then, wait. And then the existence of a curriculum vitae is a very crucial, where the company's first impression of the applicant uh, candidate will be seen from data in the curriculum vitae. And then the following are the functions of the curriculum vitae, including A. Introduce yourself to the company. B. Classify applicants based on their level of education and experience. C. Know the abilities and skills of the applicant. D. Knowing the appropriate salary value for an applicant. And then, what to include in a curriculum vitae? First step is contact details. Second is a photo. Uh, Third is a interest. Fourth is a profile. Fifth is a education. Six is a work or organization experience. Seven, skill. Eight, achievement. Nine, reference. Okay. Okay, first step is about the contact details. Include all include your full name, home address, mobile number, and email address. Your date of birth is irrelevant, and at least you are applying for an acting or modeling job. You don't need to include a photograph. And then second step is a photo. Okay, this photo is optional because it depends on your CV type. Third step. Okay, third step is the interest. Socializing, going to the cinema, and reading aren't going to catch a recruiter's attention. However, relevant interests can provide a more complete picture of who you are, as well as giving you something to talk about at interview. Examples include writing your own blog or a community newsletter if you want to be a journalist, being part of a drama group if you're looking to get into sales, and your involvement in climate change activism if you like an environmental job. If you don't have any relevant hobbies or interests, leave this section blank. So there is examples uh, in here. So I'd like to berhubungan langsung dengan masyarakat, like kerelawanan dan pengabdian. And then in here, I wanna uh, more studying in public speaking and human resource. And the next, in the first step is a profile. A curriculum profile is a concise statement that highlights your key attributes and helps you stand out from the crowd. Usually placed at the beginning of a CV, it picks out a few relevant achievements and skills while expressing your career aims. A good curriculum fitting profile focuses on the sector you are applying to, as your cover letter will be job specific. Keep curriculum fitting personal statement short and snappy. It's about 100 words is the perfect line. Okay, there is an example of my curriculum vitae. And the next, the fifth step is about education. List and that all previous education, including professional qualification. Place the most recent first. Include qualification type or grades and the date. Mention specific modules only where relevant. So there is my CV for the example. So now from 20, for 20 and 21 until now, I'm a student college at the University of Surabaya and I'll take a bachelor degree of mathematics education. And at 2018 till 2021 at I'm school at Sri High School, Progressive Misal High School. And in 2015 till 2018, I'm on junior high on Progressive Misal Junior High School. And then next, okay, on sixth type is about board organization or volunteer experience. So, in her chapter, list your work experience in reverse date order, making sure that anything you mention is relevant to the job you're applying for. Include your job title, the name of the company, how long you work with the organization, and key responsibilities. If you have plenty or relevant work experience, this section should come before education. Okay, here there is the example of my curriculum vitae. The first, okay, the top one is about my volunteering experience on 21 until 22 of May 2022. Uh, I be a PJ Satgas Prokes UTBK UNESA 2022, and then in here I have a responsibility to coordination with all Satgas Prokes UTBK UNESA in Kampus Ketintang. And in 24th February 2022, I'll be a volunteer of Vaksin UNESA. So in here, saya membantu para nakes dalam entry data dan mencetak sertifikat peserta vaksin. And it same on 27 January of 2022. And then in organization, on 2022 until now, I be in HMJ Matematika Unesa at the divisi kewirausahaan, and then on 2022 until now, I I'm in UKM Peduli Kemanusiaan as a divisi kesehatan, and then on 2021 until now, I'm with Saran Surabaya as a divisi sosmaling. And then next, in the seventh part is a skill. This where you talk about the foreign language you speak and the IT package you can competently use. The key skills that really should be relevant to the job. Don't exaggerate your abilities, as you will need to pick up your claims at interview. If you if you have got lots of job specific skills, you should do a skill based curriculum fit. So, in the left one, there is a example of my curriculum vitae. So the skills is about uh, I use about social communication, creativity, and then kepemimpinan, and yeah, and then the last one in the top, in the bottom is about the bahasa that I usually use in reality. And then next. Okay, in the eighth tab is about achievement. So in this part, achievement is optional. If you have a awards or a certificate, you can use that on your CV. And then next, and the last part is about in and the last part is the reference. So it is optional too. You don't need to provide the names of reference at this stage. You can say reference available upon request, but most employers will assume this to be the case. So if you are staff for space, you can leave this out. So in your reference is about when you have recommendation from someone, you can use this reference. So you can take the name of someone who recommendation you. And the next. So in here, there are two type of curriculum vitae. In the left one is a ATS friendly CV, and the right one is a creative CV. So now, what type of CV format? There are two type is a ATS friendly and creative. Okay, first is about ATS friendly CV. ATS, or we can say applicant tracking system friendly CV, is a CV that can be automatically sorted through an application called ATS. The ATS system will scan using keywords that have been set by the company, making it easier for HR to find candidates according to the required qualification. And then about a creative curriculum vitae. A creative CV is a type of a CV that is very widely used by job applicants. Different from ATS friendly CV, creative CV has a more innovative design. Creative CV is inspired by attractive visuals and with various colors and fonts that make the CV more attractive. So in here there are a comparison about ATS friendly and creative CV. So the first one is ATS friendly have a simple design than the creative CV. The creative CV is more creative than the ATS. The second is ATS friendly CV is using one or two fonts, and the creative CV use multiple fonts, so you can use more than two or three fonts. And then the third is ATS friendly CV is easily detected by the system. And then about the creative CV, difficult to detect by the system. And then the ATS friendly CV is a boring design. Then the creative CV is a really attractive design because the design is a creative. And then the ATS friendly, why it's a boring design? Because ATS friendly CV have a simple design and using one or two font. Okay, these are tips how to make an effective and attractive CV. First is neat and easy to read. This is the main this is the main requirement of an effective and selling CV. The appearance of the CV will certainly be the first impression whether the reader wants to continue to the next stage or give up before reading what is in it. Neatness can describe someone who is orderly, systematic, as well as the ability to work together with others. So in here, make sure to use normal sized fonts, not too spaced, inconsistent margins, or spelling mistake. Use the standard format, change the format as needed. And then second is provide complete information. An effective CV always provides complete and relevant information to the person who reads it, at least including everything that has been described in the previous point. Use a formal style of language and sentence that are simple and consistent throughout your document. And then the third, and then the third is briefly present. An effective CV must present complete information, but that doesn't mean that the applicant's CV must to be up to 10 page long. Okay, try to present important, detailed, and relevant information to the intended job in only one until two page. And then the fourth tips is career consistency. It is common knowledge that his one thing is one of the important key that determine the company to contact towards the next requirement stage. Again here, the company prefer specialists in certain field to fill vacant position. The fifth is progressive career. When the applicant has become a specialist in one field, the decision to go to the next requirement stage will usually be easier for the company to take if the applicant is pursuing a progressive career. Because what? This is the most obvious indicator of whether when applicant is able to provide the best work performance in the chosen specialization, which means that he will also receive a reward in the form of a promotion if he excels. The sixth tab is a achievement. Never hesitate to include the achievement carved in each position or position previously occupied. This is the best opportunity to sell proof of true ability and competence to the hiring company. And then the seven or the last tips is custom made. What is meant by custom made here is changing and adjusting the CV so as much as possible to show the recruiting company that your abilities and competencies. I think that's all for me, enough for me. If you have a question, just let me know your question.
Yes, thank you. I want to ask some question for you. Uh, the first is, can we include volunteer experience on point six on CV? It, uh, that is work work experience.
Okay, you asked about um how can we including the volunteer experience on our CV, right?
Yes,
Okay, it's okay. It's really it it can make your CV full and attractive because you have a more what you have a more experience. So you can use a work experience, organization, or the volunteering experience. If you have all of this experience, you can use it at you can use it on your CV. Uh, do you understand it?
yes, I got it.
Okay. Do you have any question again?
Yes, I want ask last question. One more.
Okay.
Uh, in references,
Yes.
who person or who someone can we include in that? Is a person or someone recommended us to some employee or someone or people who knows our skills or both of it?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your question. It's about the reference, right? Right. Um,
Yes.
a reference. It's like someone who have a recommendation you to to a company that you have a skill and you can competence on your skill, and then you can acceptable to the company. So yeah, it can be your teacher or your friends or someone who knows you, and then and then there are know your competencies, your skill, and then where the company is open the requirement, and when the company have a requirement, and then the requirement is and the company is need someone like you, and then uh okay, we take some examples. Okay, you have a teacher, and your teacher know your skills and you have a competence at at mathematics. Okay, and then uh company A, so this company is named A. This company A have open or have enrollment in a teacher, a mathematics teacher, and then your teacher know about this company, and then the HR of this company is know your teacher. So it's like your teacher is friends of the HR of the company A, and then your teacher have a recommendation to you and the company or the HR yeah, it can be apa ya, it can be a point plus for you because you have a recommendation from your teacher, and your teacher have a friends at HR of the company A. I understand for me, from me.
Yes, I understand your answer. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I think that's all enough from me. Thank you for attending this presentation. Okay, uh, that's all from me. Apologies if I have a wrong words, if yeah can hurt your heart. Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.